Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia and today we're going to be checking in for the first week of August. So I already have all the expenses written down, so let's go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and jump into the app that we always use. So it's going to be the daily budget app. And oh my goodness guys, so far we've already spent $500 for the month. I was not expecting to spend so much. So we actually went grocery shopping and we ended up spending $225 on groceries today, but we're hoping it will last for the next couple of weeks. But yes, let's go ahead and just jump into this week. Today is Sunday, so this would be a part of the next week's check-in. So don't mind me, I'm just jumping the gun. But let's go ahead and check in for the 1st all the way up into the 7th of August. So for Sunday, the 1st, we did not spend anything. On Monday, we did get gas and we also spent from our sinking funds. Sinking funds is the little icon. I made it the little house icon, so I know that comes out of sinking funds, but we will track that later together. So for gas, we spent $15 on Monday. On Tuesday, we tried out a food truck that came to our community. We went ahead and tried it. It was not worth it, let's just say that much, but it's okay. It was for the experience. So that day we spent $49 on the food truck, and there was also a second food truck there that we got an ice cream cone, and that was $5. But it was actually a really cute experience. We walked all the way to the main area there with our pups, and Nala, our German Shepherd, oh my gosh, she pulled me and wrapped me around in her leash because she was going in circles around me while I was sitting in the grass. Oh my goodness. But yep. On Wednesday, we got tsunami again. We shouldn't be spending so much money on food this week. We kind of haven't been able to find time to cook, but I'm hoping this next couple of weeks will change, especially because we've got so many groceries. On Thursday, we didn't spend anything, and then on Friday, we got Panera and hibachi. We're eating out quite often, and especially doing this on camera with you guys, it's making me feel very aware of where we're spending our money, and it could definitely be put towards something else instead of spending so much food out. But we're gonna definitely work on changing that. So that's those two. And then on Saturday, we spent for our sinking funds again. So on Sunday, that's not a part of this week, so we'll do that for next week. But let's go back through our sinking funds and let's go ahead and mark all of those down. But let's actually go ahead and put down our no spend stickers real quick before we write down our sinking funds. So Saturday was a no spend from our monthly budget. Same with Thursday. And also Sunday, so that's pretty nice. Okay, so we're gonna go to our sinking funds. Then we're gonna go ahead and write down what we spent for. The first one that we spent was on Monday, and that was from our gifts and treating category, and that was 8 to 21. We spent $49 on my birthday dinner, so that one's good. And then the next sinking fund we spent was on the 7th from the date category. I put in parentheses that it was already taken out, so we don't have to transfer the money because we already took it as cash for the Frederick Market. We weren't sure if we could use cards, so we just took out $60 so we would have it there. And that's kind of one of those occasions where we do use cash, but that's how we track it. And then we didn't use all of the money. We're kind of just going to keep it for other occasions where we do need cash. We just already have it there. And then that was for the Frederick Night Market. That was the only other sinking fund that we spent was for medicine, but that was Sunday. So that's going to be for next week's weekly check-in. So let's go ahead and check in for these days. Our weekly check-in set up here, and this is right after our monthly budget page. We have our weekly check-in. I'm going to use the Geo pattern this time since I've been using the mason jars quite a lot. And then okay, then we have our weekly check-in scripts here. And let's count out 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I have extra flags from when I did the sinking funds and storing funds. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those down on here. Since I don't really know what else to do with them, I'm just gonna put them here. And then these sheets will be completely done. So that one's good. And then there's this one. And if you didn't see the sinking funds video, these were oopsies, which is why they look like that, because I had to cut out the transaction logs portions. And then there's this one. And then I actually have one last one from the variable income. So I'm gonna put that one here. So these are good. And then let me actually use this last one too. For here. Okay, so that is set up. We're gonna write down the weeks real quick. Okay, so I wrote down the categories as well. I put savings on here. You don't have to, but this is kind of where I track our savings that is in our account, the one that we always want to keep on hand. We want to always have that at like $1,000. So I just wanted to note on here how much is in there. We added an extra $200 in there, which means it's at $700 now. But this is not a part of our monthly budget. It's kind of just where I put it. So if you don't want to write that down, you definitely don't have to, but that's what makes sense for us. So as for our monthly budget categories, which are these ones here, looks like we only spent from eating out and gas, nothing else. So I'm gonna go ahead and write nothing for the rest. So eating out and gas, so nothing for groceries, allowance, or pups. So for groceries, we still have 300. Allowance and pups, we still have 100. And this number is definitely going to change for our next check-in because we spend a lot of money on grocery shopping. So for gas, we spent $15. That leaves us with $85 for the month. And then for eating out, we spent $49 plus 5 plus 31 plus 16 plus 52. That equals $153. So we started with the month with 400. So now we have leftover of 247. And that is pretty bad for spending that much in just the first week. So I'm hoping because of the grocery shopping, we won't spend anything for the next couple weeks. But if we fail, you will definitely see it. So that is going to be the monthly budget category. And then let's go do our balance. So for our balance, nothing came out for bills yet. Most likely this upcoming week there will be, but nothing yet for bills. For monthly budget, we spent $153 plus 15. That is $168 that we spent from monthly budget. $168. And then for sinking funds and storing funds, nothing from storing funds. From sinking funds, we spent $49 plus $60. And then that is $109. So we spent $109 from sinking funds and nothing from storing funds. $109. So for bills, we still have $3,200. For storing funds, we still have $4,276. For monthly budget, 1,000 minus 168 is $832 left over for the month. And then for sinking funds, 2529 minus 109, that is $2,420 left over for the month. So all four of these categories added together, that is going to be $10,728. That is the balance that we should have in our account after we transfer this over. Again, $60 was already taken out, so that is already going to be missing. And then let's go ahead and add this up. So 168 plus 109 minus 60, because that was already taken, is $217. That's what we have to transfer over from our second checking account that holds all of the categories in there to our primary checking, which is what we use to pay our credit card. Since we use our credit card for everything to get 2% cash back, and we don't use cash at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and transfer over 217. Okay, so the account balances out perfectly. So we are good to go. So that's actually gonna be it for this week's check-in. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope to see you guys on my next video. Take care. Bye!